Hello friends, this video on Motion Part 9 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. A new topic, that is acceleration. So it is yet another quantity. So now you must be wondering again that, so we talked about path length, we talked about displacement, speed and velocity. Now why do we need yet another new quantity called acceleration? So basically in acceleration, so first we talked about motion. Motion means change in position. So for that we wanted something to define position. So what was that? Distance and displacement. Then we wanted something which should define the rate of change of position. So for that we used speed and velocity. Now we need a quantity which should define the rate of change of speed and velocity. So for that we have acceleration. So let us study about acceleration in detail. So let us now see what is acceleration. The word accelerate means to increase. Accelerate, literally the word accelerate means to increase. So the rate of change of velocity is known as acceleration. So as I mentioned that initially we started with position. So what quantities defined position, distance and displacement. Then we started with rate of change of position. So for that we introduced speed and velocity. Now we want to see the rate of change of velocity. So for that we have acceleration. So acceleration is a vector quantity. That means it not only needs magnitude but also needs direction. So whenever we talk of acceleration, we actually talk about the rate at which the velocity is changing. So we do not use the term speed here because acceleration is a vector quantity. The SI unit for acceleration is meter per second square because velocity, what is the unit for velocity? It is meter per second divided by time, which is again second. So this gives meter per second square. So let us take this example of the same car. So if you see initially the speed of the car or the velocity of the car is very slow. Then suddenly the speed increases and again it increases all the more. Now see, while talking about velocity, sometimes we often use the term speed also. And because speed and velocity, both are actually talking about the rate of change of the position. But the only difference is that one has direction and the other one doesn't have direction. So even if sometimes I use the term speed, please do not get confused. Right? So in this case, what did we see? The velocity of the car increased. Initially it was less, then it increased again, it increased little more. So this change of velocity, so how this velocity is changing with time, that rate is known as acceleration. So now, in our previous slides, while we were talking about velocity and speed, we were talking about position time graphs and distance time graphs. So now let us talk about velocity time graph. So what is a velocity time graph? It is basically a plot on where you have time on the x-axis and velocity along y-axis. So this graph basically tells us how the velocity is varying with time. Now we will see that how do we determine acceleration from the velocity time graph. So if you look at a velocity time graph like this, if you have a velocity time graph like this where your velocity is increasing consistently with time, that means after 1 hour, let us suppose this time is in hours and this velocity is in kilometer per hour. So if you see that the velocity is 1 kilometer per hour when your time is 1 hour. Again, when your time is 2 hours, the velocity is 2 kilometers per hour, right? Again, when your time is 3 hours, the velocity is 3 kilometers per hour. That means in every 1 hour, the change in velocity is 1 kilometer per hour. That means for every equal interval of time, your velocity is also increasing equally. So that means velocity is uniformly increasing with time. So in such kind of a velocity time graph, the slope of this graph gives you the acceleration. You see, it is very similar to what we have studied. The slope of a distance time graph gives speed. Slope of a position time graph gives velocity. Similarly, slope of a velocity time graph gives you acceleration. So now let us look at some of the examples where your acceleration is 0. So the first example is when your car is at rest. If the car is at rest, it is not at all moving. So if it is not at all moving, there is no change in position, right? So your displacement is zero. When your displacement is zero, your velocity is zero. When velocity is zero, your acceleration is zero, right? So the one scenario is when the object is at rest, the acceleration has to be zero. The next scenario is the car is in motion, but the car is in uniform motion. What is uniform motion? As we have discussed, uniform motion means it covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. So in case of uniform motion, what happens? Your velocity, uniform motion means the velocity remains constant. Right? That is how the plot is when you see your position time graph. The plot is like this. That is, the position is increasing with time, but it is increasing equally. That means equal distances in equal intervals of time. So therefore your velocity remains constant throughout. That means if I say that this car is moving at a speed of 2 kilometers per hour, that means at every instant of time the velocity is 2 kilometers per hour. So the velocity remains constant. Now, if your velocity remains constant, what will happen to the acceleration? Acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity, which we often write it as dv by dt. I was not much interested to put up this differential equation because you are not yet familiar with d by dt. What is this d by dt? So please do not bother yourself with this because you will study about it when you go to class 11th. In your mathematics, we will talk about differentiation and integration, and there you will get idea about all these things. So whenever we try to find rate of change of something, we write it in this form. Here we want to find out the rate of change of velocity, so we write it as dv by dt. So that now here, when your velocity is not at all changing with time, what was acceleration? It was change of velocity with time. But if your velocity is not at all changing with time, that means the body is not accelerating. What is acceleration? It is basically when your velocity changes. If the velocity increases or decreases, we say that the body is accelerating. But if velocity remains constant, your acceleration is zero, right? So these are the two scenarios where your acceleration is zero.
Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.